As we delve into Noa Izumi's journey, we discover that her greatest battles are not fought with machines, but with responsibility, restraint, and the weight of choice. In the world of anime, heroes often arrive marked by destiny, trauma, or overwhelming power. They are warriors, rebels, or chosen figures standing at the center of dramatic conflicts. Patlabor, the mobile police, offers something entirely different. Its protagonist, Noa Izumi, does not begin her story burdened by prophecy or haunted by a tragic past. She begins as something far more relatable, a young woman who simply loves machines. Noa Izumi enters the series as a bright-eyed rookie assigned to the Special Vehicles Section 2, a unit that operates humanoid machines called labors. To her, labors are not weapons or tools of authority, they are objects of fascination, almost companions. She is enthusiastic, emotionally expressive, and openly passionate in a workplace that often values restraint and professionalism. Yet Patlabor is not a story about learning how to fight better. It is a story about learning how to act responsibly in a world where power exists, even when it is wrapped in metal and technology. And Noa's journey is not defined by dramatic transformations, but by quiet, accumulated growth. This script explores how Noa Izumi evolves from a mech-obsessed rookie into a moral anchor within her team, someone who embodies restraint, empathy, and ethical clarity. Her growth is subtle, realistic, and deeply human. Through her bond with her labor, Alphonse, and her everyday experiences as a police officer, Noa becomes a reflection of what it truly means to mature. Before she understands the weight of authority, Noa Izumi understands the joy of connection. When we first meet Noa Izumi, what stands out is not discipline or confidence, it is delight. She is thrilled to be near labors, thrilled to pilot one, and thrilled to talk about their mechanics with almost childlike excitement. Her relationship with machines is emotional rather than procedural. To her, labors feel alive. This passion sets her apart immediately. In a unit tasked with law enforcement and public safety, Noa's enthusiasm can appear misplaced. She does not yet fully grasp the seriousness of her role as a police officer. Instead, she views her position through the lens of fascination. Piloting a labor is exciting, meaningful, and deeply personal. Importantly, this is not presented as a flaw to be mocked. Patlabor treats Noa's enthusiasm as genuine, even admirable. Her love for labors is not shallow, it is rooted in curiosity, respect for engineering, and emotional openness. She sees technology not as a symbol of dominance, but as something worthy of care. However, passion alone is not enough in a profession where mistakes carry real consequences. Noa's early mindset reveals a tension that defines her arc, the gap between personal attachment and professional responsibility. At this stage, she has not yet learned how to balance what she loves with what is required of her. This tension becomes the foundation for her growth. To understand Noa Izumi, you must first understand why Alphonse is more than a machine to her. Noa's labor, Alphonse, is not merely equipment, it is an extension of her emotional world. She names it, speaks to it, and treats it with affection that borders on companionship. Where others see metal and systems, Noa sees personality. Psychologically, this bond reveals something crucial about Noa. She forms connections deeply and instinctively. Alphonse represents safety, identity, and belonging in an unfamiliar professional environment. For Noa, piloting the labor is not just a job, it is a space where she feels competent and alive. But this emotional attachment also introduces risk. When one becomes too personally connected to power, objectivity can blur. Noa's early struggles stem from this closeness. She must learn that affection does not absolve responsibility, and that loving something does not mean shielding it from consequence. Over time, Alphonse becomes a symbolic mirror of Noa's internal journey. As Noa grows more thoughtful and restrained, her relationship with Alphonse shifts. It remains caring, but it becomes grounded. The bond matures, reflecting Noa's own emotional regulation and ethical awareness. This evolution is subtle, but profound. It marks the transition from ownership to stewardship, from indulgence to accountability. The true test of character is not what we can do, but what we choose not to do. As Noa settles into her role within SV2, she begins to confront the reality of being a police officer. Authority is not symbolic. It has consequences. Every action taken in a labor affects civilians, infrastructure, and lives. Unlike many action-driven narratives, Patlabor does not rely on grand villains to challenge Noa. Instead, her dilemmas are mundane and realistic. They involve judgment calls, misunderstandings, and moments where emotional impulse clashes with protocol. These moments slowly reshape Noa's understanding of justice. She learns that being right emotionally does not always mean being correct professionally. Compassion must be paired with restraint. Intent must be weighed against impact. Crucially, Noa does not lose her empathy in this process. She does not become hardened or cynical. Instead, she learns how to carry empathy responsibly, how to care without letting emotion override judgment. This is where her arc becomes deeply philosophical. Noa's growth is not about suppressing who she is, but refining it. She does not abandon her passion, she learns how to anchor it within ethical boundaries. Growth does not erase who we are, it reveals who we were meant to become. At her core, Noa Izumi is motivated by connection. She wants to understand, to protect, and to belong. Unlike characters driven by ambition or revenge, Noa's actions stem from relational awareness. She responds emotionally to people and situations. Psychologically, this makes her both vulnerable and powerful. Her openness allows her to learn quickly, but it also exposes her to doubt. She questions herself, not out of weakness, but out of sincerity. As the series progresses, Noa becomes more reflective. She begins to pause before acting. This hesitation is not fear, it is discernment. She learns to consider long-term outcomes rather than immediate satisfaction. This psychological shift marks her true maturation. Noa does not seek validation through action anymore. She seeks alignment between intention and responsibility. Her decisions begin to reflect an internal compass rather than external excitement. Not all transformations are loud, some happen in silence, choice by choice. One of Patlabor's greatest strengths is its refusal to dramatize growth unnecessarily. Noa's development is shown through small moments, a decision to hold back, a thoughtful response, a willingness to listen. These moments accumulate. They form a pattern of reliability. Over time, Noa becomes someone others can trust, not because she is flawless, but because she is conscientious. She learns when not to pilot Alphonse, when not to intervene, when restraint is the most ethical action. This is a powerful statement about maturity. In many narratives, growth is defined by increased action. In Noa's case, growth is defined by measured response. She begins to embody the idea that authority is not about presence, but about judgment. In a world obsessed with power, Noa Izumi teaches us the value of restraint. Noa Izumi represents a philosophy rarely centered in action anime, ethical professionalism. She is not exceptional because she dominates situations, but because she respects them. Her journey reflects a universal human experience, learning how to carry responsibility without losing oneself. Many viewers see themselves in Noa, not as heroes, but as people navigating adulthood, work, and moral complexity. She teaches us that loving something deeply also means knowing when to step back. That growth is not abandoning passion, but disciplining it. That strength is often quiet. Through Noa, Patlabor suggests that maturity is not about becoming less emotional, but about becoming more aware. Noa Izumi does not become a hero by changing who she is, but by learning how to carry who she is with care. Noa Izumi's character arc is a testament to subtle storytelling. She begins as a mech-obsessed rookie, driven by excitement and emotional attachment. Over time, she becomes a moral anchor, someone who balances empathy with responsibility, passion with professionalism. Her bond with Alphonse reflects this journey perfectly. As Noa grows, so does the meaning of that bond, from fascination to stewardship. In the end, Noa's story is not about machines, police work, or authority. It is about learning how to act responsibly in a world where our choices matter. And perhaps that is why her journey resonates so deeply, because it mirrors our own.